Hello guys, how we doing? So, I'm going to be releasing a new playlist, The Hunter, Call of the World. Probably in the next week to 10 days, and I've been playing it for a little while now. Probably about a week. I've probably been about 15 to 16 hours in it, I'd say so far. And this is a new map to me. I've never been to Te Awara National Park in New Zealand, so I thought I would just come on as a bit of a preview for the playlist. Although you've got to understand, every video on the playlist is probably about 4.5 hours of recording to get to a point where I've got a 12 to 15, maybe 20-minute video. So there's a lot of editing goes into it. The game is actually, you've got to be super patient, and it takes a long time to track animals. I was literally tracking one for 2 hours yesterday, IRL, in real life, in game, and we finally got the kill. So it's not one of those games where you can jump in and it's all action, all singing, all dancing. It's one of those games where you've got to take your time, enjoy it, have a bit of fun, and get used to the maps. I've never played on this map, so I don't know it at all, so I guess you're going to find out at the same time as me. And the first video of this should be up in the coming week or so.
Kia ora. No mai haere mai ki Aotearoa. Welcome to New Zealand and to Te Awaroa National Park. This little slice of paradise is teeming with creatures big and small, and more adventures than you'll find on any movie screen or storybook. Now I've lived out here in the Wop Wops all my
It's got
life,
like that film grain
and never
look to
wanted
it
for anything
on
else.
this.
In fact, it's practically in my blood. This place and my family go way back. Things have been a little tricky lately, though. It's fast becoming somewhere I don't recognize anymore, and I don't like it. That's why I dragged you out here, Hoa. With your help, we're going to wean ourselves off outside money and make Te Awaroa a model for sustainability the entire South Island can get behind.
I'm just not sure what the quality is going to come across like on YouTube. Oh, hello. We've got sound already. Okay. So in this game, you get a phone, which is like your assistant.
Right,
and,
let's get moving.
you can
Glad to
get
see you've arrived in one piece.
tasks
Josh is my nephew.
set by it, etc.
He just got his license, and I swear that kid spends more time with his hands on the radio dials than on the steering wheel. I hope he didn't talk your ear off. I've had to rely on him a lot lately since my legs started acting up again. I was planning to head out and meet you today, but here I am at home, propped up on 5 kinds of pillows. Doctor's orders. Anyway, that's enough chit-chat from me. Head over to the outpost marked on your hunter mate and let's get you started.
Okay. So, no, we don't want to be running. I'm guessing it is 724 meters. So I'm not sure what the
I hope you had a
quality.
chance to spend some quality time on your own before I rang you up. Your mate, Alejandra, said the two of you were here on holiday? She had nothing but praise for you, by the way. Said you almost single-handedly turned things around for her in Cuatro Colinas. Well, naturally I have pretty high expectations, but let's take our time getting to know each other first. I'll admit that it wasn't just her recounting your heroic antics that made me pick up the phone. She said you were, and I quote, stoic, practical, and probably born out in the bush somewhere. Just what I was looking for, in other words.
Okay, have you finished talking now? I hope so. So yeah, oh mate, I forgot you've got to equip everything when you come to a new. Okay, when you come to a new map, we're going to change guns. Switch to the shotgun, switch back to the rifle, and we should have our scope on. Okay, we're good. So, anyway, I'm not sure how this game's going to transition streaming-wise. I guess I'm going to have to watch back the VOD to see how it goes. But for me, this was just a preview. I wanted to have a look at the map, have a little explore. Wasn't as overly fussed about getting kills off the bat. And if we happen to get one, we get one. But this game does require a ridiculous amount of patience. It's, like I said, not a game you can just jump in and run and gun freely. It is a hunting game after all, so it sometimes takes a real long time to track animals.
You know what a track is? Evidence you're not alone out there. Humbling, eh?
Yeah, I think I know what a track is. Thank you. But yeah, I just want to have a look and chill. I think we'll get to the outpost because we need to be able to get ammo, so I'm going to have to make a bit of noise, unfortunately. A mating call from a feral goat. It feels about 300 meters off from playing the other games, sound-wise. So, I don't know how close we're actually going to be able to get to it, but we may have a look just on the way to the outpost. But the reality of this game is, you have to do... If you look on the bottom right, there's a speaker, and that's your sound bar. That's how much sound you're making. Anytime that goes into red, it's going to put people into alert. And the only time it doesn't really go into red is when you're proned out and approaching an animal. Say, I was tracking a lion yesterday for 2 hours, and I managed to get within probably 20 foot of him. I had a mission to take a photo of a lion, and I spooked him just because I poked into the red soundbar. He ran off before I managed to get a photo, let alone shoot him, which was the plan, and that was exactly what I wanted to do. So we'll have a quick look. I think we're making too much noise for this goat, to be honest. We keep peeking red. Priority is really going to be getting to the shack, the hub, because then we can fast travel there anytime we need ammo. I mean, I don't know how this game's going to come across. I'm going to have to, like I said, watch the VOD back and see how it comes out. I may have to adjust the settings and turn the settings down a little bit. I'm kind of on maximum of everything for me playing it, but transitioning across to streaming it may be a little bit different. Goat's still here, right? Mating calls, but he hasn't heard me yet. Feral goat. Not sure what a feral goat looks like, but I mean, I'm sure we'll find out if we manage to put a bullet through its heart. I'm not peaking sound-wise, so it shouldn't be too bad. And plus I'm crouched. If I was standing, walking, it would be so much noisier. But this game, actually, in-game, is visually stunning. This map's a little bit hazy compared to other maps. I'm guessing it's just because of where it is in New Zealand. They're trying to replicate some sort of weather or sun, whatever it is. I don't know in this particular area. Yeah, I'm sure once we get out of here and get on top of the mountain tops, and I'll show you the map. I mean, this is how big it is. And if you look here, you've got all these lookout posts. So it equates to, Christ, probably about 18 kilometers by 18 kilometers in real time. See here. It's interesting how every single map you go to, there's different bird life. And the sounds are all very different, and you have to get used to them all again. That's like the goats hanging about near the post, the outpost. Haven't spotted him yet. What's that, the old British police car siren? Bird. I mean, if this goat's here, he's going to get spooked and run off because I'm peeking sound-wise. Especially if I stand up now, he's going to definitely hear me. I mean, he sounds like he's right in front of me. But I cannot see him for Sophie. Try and get a little bit closer, I think. Just to see if we can see him. But like I said, I've never been to this national park before, so... Oh, it's a hare. Bro. I didn't even see you, dude. I don't want to take a picture of it, no. That's what the scurrying was. I wonder what the sound was. I was concentrating on the goat, and then we ended up with the hare coming in. GG, Mr. Hare. Yeah, he's thumping. That's what that noise is. It's warning thump. I'd have shotgunned into the head if I'd known he was there. I was genuinely thinking it was the goat. So like I said, yeah, I've never been to this map before, not this national park. This is the first time, and I just wanted to have a quick look around as a preview for you guys for releasing the new playlist, which is going to be coming soon. I'm about halfway through editing episode 1, which is around 4.5 hours of recording I'm having to go through just to get a video together. I take it this is where the goat was then. Now, you don't normally play the game this slowly. Obviously, first time here. I see the goat. There's a whole bunch of them, actually. There is a whole bunch of them. I'm hoping they don't run off. No, I'm going to do that again. Oh, they're running off. I should have taken the shot. I'm pretty sure I hit him. Pretty sure, I mean, to the point that there should be a blood trail. Yep, blood trail. No organs hit. Wow, we didn't hit an organ, guys. We don't want to take a photo. Okay, so I guess we need to... We're not going to get this, by the way, just so you know. Bleed rate's very low. I should think the goat's probably running very fast. And if you look how many of them there was, there's probably quite a few. Now, if I'd have gone to the outpost first before I shot at the goat, I'd have had my bloodhound dog with me. And we could have got the bloodhound to chase him down. And he'd have tracked it all the way through to the body. But I haven't been to the outpost in this national park yet, so I guess we're just going to have to hope for a collapse at some point. Otherwise, it's going to be a long run. I think we're probably looking at 1 kilometre here. Bleed rate's stupidly low. And the problem I had on the African National Park when I was hunting there was one of the wildebeest I shot actually got taken by a lion because I shot him, and he actually got taken by a lion. because he was wounded and the lion followed his blood, so he got him before me. It'll be super noisy here, but I don't know what predators are here, which could potentially take him. And I don't know which are his tracks. Right, that's definitely his tracks. He's bleeding. I've been running, so I'm not going to be able to hold my breath. No, I can't. Oh. No, I can't hold it straight. Oh. That's a long way, right? No. It's because I've been running. The game's actually pretty good like that, in as much as if you have been running, you're not going to be able to take an instant good shot. Leaving reserve? Oh no, the goats ran out of the reserve. Swines. So yeah, we're on the edge of the reserve. You can only go so far in your own reserve until you've got the outposts open and everything else. No, it respawned me. No. Okay. Right. Forget the goats. We're going straight to the outpost this time. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to do anything. That's the only issue. Right at the beginning of the game, if you leave boundary, you're screwed. And we left boundary. We should have probably just ignored the kill and gone straight through to the outpost and opened everything up. But as you open up different outposts, you can get different things. Damn. That's a shame. Right, I guess we try and get there again. Without trying to chase down a frigging goat this time. That's the hares. Oh, there's the goats, there's the goats. I'm not going to be able to get my rifle out in time. I missed him completely. I flinched last minute. Okay, let's not try and shoot him that far. He's about 250 meters. It's certainly no aim assist in this game, that's for sure. If you're not perfect, and if you don't hit the correct shots, be it lungs, heart, or anything else, you're going to miss every time, or you're just going to flesh wound. And if you're only flesh wounding, you're probably going to need 4 or 5 shots on them. If you're going to get a vital organ, then it's going to be quite quick to kill them off. Yeah, this is why it takes a long time to edit videos, guys, for this game, because it's... There's a lot of gameplay goes into getting the kills. I'm not going to try and chase the goats this time. We're just going to go and unlock the outpost.
Not far now. We built these outposts in the early 90s. They got the works, repurposed materials, solar roofs, rainwater tanks. That was back when people used to just call you a hippie. Now everything's sustainable. Clean, green, eco-friendly. Hippies? Ha! Try trailblazers. And good for the environment doesn't have to mean bad for your back. It's pretty cozy inside. Go on, take a look.
I will take a look. Don't you worry. Okay, so we can now fast travel here. And we can use facilities to sleep, etc, etc. Get our dog out. We can get an ATV out. There's a few things we can do here for sure. Stop running. We're going to check out facilities first. Whoa, dude. Take a photo of that one. You scared the crap out of me, bro.
See, we got company. Better be Josh's doing, the brat. I told him to leave things be, but I guess he couldn't resist. Anyway, maybe it's just as well you get used to it. I'll fill you in later.
Just coming up to 9 in the morning.
See that camera on the table? Strap it to your chest and let me explain what exactly you're here for. There's a lookout tower not far away, so you can head up there and get a sense of the place while I flap my gums.
Yeah, please don't flap your gums too much, my mate. Not really what I want. Okay, so let's access. We want the garage open first. We want to get a 4x4. So that's the first plan, and that's arrived. We also want to get our dog out of the kennel. Hey buddy, how you doing? You're back. Where are you, mate? Hey dude, how you doing, mate? Boy. There you go, buddy. Right, now we said hello to you, we're going to put you back in the kennel, so we're going for an explore, check out the new map. Sorry mate, away you must go. So, you got any tasks yet? Pick up the action camera. Okay, where's the action camera? Oh, was it in there? Did I miss it completely? Oh, okay, it was there.
Nice and tight now. Wouldn't want it coming off right when you've got a shot lined up.
Okay. I'll pick up, visit the nearby lookout tower. Okay, so let's zoom in. Undiscovered point of interest. I would say that's the nearby lookout tower, right? This one here? No, the fact it's got a triangle on it. I guess we'll go there. Okay. So it's going to be a little bit noisy because we've got to obviously use the ATV, but... The only problem with using ATVs is it scares off all the wildlife for miles. So you generally have to use an ATV and then park it up and let everything go quiet for 15 minutes or so, like in real life, before you get wildlife coming back. As you can see, we're going out of the reserve now. It's only because we've unlocked. So. Okay, we can take the road most of this. not got a puncher. Up for yourself. Guess we're going to have to go off-road now. Try not to kill ourselves in the process.
So, the plan. I want to turn this place into a year-round retreat for hunters like you and Alejandra. So I don't spend most of the year worrying about whether our native plants are going to get overrun by deer again. There's a lot of filmmaking talent out here, and it hasn't been put to good use lately, if you ask me. So we're going to make a commercial, show the world there's more to New Zealand than haka and halflings.
Right,
And who better to demonstrate the thrill of the chase than an experienced hunter like yourself?
Okay, please tell me you
The
finished.
Alwador's prime was
Oh
back
my
in the
word,
80s.
please.
Most of the other hunters out here are equally long of tooth. We need someone young, new, dynamic. You.
Okay, thanks.
The camera will do most of the work, so you just have to make sure it's on when you head out to hunt. We have a couple of strategic locations on our list to get through. Let's get you that view first. There's the lookout tower, just up ahead.
Wow, that was noisy. That vehicle is super noisy. Right, let's no, you don't want to take a photo. Okay, I guess we'll start this wow. This long hike up the stairs. Probably good timing since it's raining outdoors. Okay. Nice, dude. Thanks for hitting me in the face.
Just take that in. Spectacular, isn't it? This eastern area is all
Well,
rolling hills and conifers.
It's a bit hazy
There's a
though.
line of mountains in the centre of the reserve. Oh, and native beech forest.
Where?
And a lot of rain on the other side.
Well, I'm sure it looks amazing, but... Oh, okay, there you go. It'll be that range
Right,
of
so
mountains.
remember Josh's little prank? This place doesn't receive a lot of government funding, unfortunately, and a couple of years ago we were running out of money for field research, and the outposts were in need of sprucing up. So I guess you could say we made a deal with the devil, the Hollywood devil to be exact. Long story short, they've just wrapped up filming for the final movie they were contracted to do. Some fantasy thing, shiny blade or shimmering dagger or something. Now let me check. Ah, resplendent sword. I'll send you the blurb they gave me. My nephew tells me it's a big
Wow,
deal, but
she's
I'd
doing a lot
certainly
of
never
talking.
heard of it before this. But yeah, as nice as it is that Te Awaroa's beauty is up on the silver screen for all to see, it's come with its share of problems, to say the least. The bigwigs left in a hurry, and we got left with a bunch of basically intact movie sets scattered here and there all over the reserve. Well, I'm telling you all of this because Josh just rang me up and said that he spotted another set on his way back.
Well, the fog's
Not
coming
far
in,
from
look
where
at
I
that.
wanted you to try filming your first hunt. Can I trouble you to go clear it out? We can't run the risk of any of the props from the film featuring in our footage. Cheers.
Right, have you finally finished, please? Okay. So we've got our next waypoint which we've got to travel to. So it's raining. We're not really going to have a chance of finding any animals in the pouring rain. So I guess we'll do the challenge now. Now you don't have to do the challenges in order. You can go off and hunt for hours and hours or days or whatever you want to do. And then go and do the challenge. As long as the challenge is done at some point, it doesn't matter. Thank you for
Running
hitting me in
low.
the face again.
The outposts have ammo of all kinds and more besides.
Are you kidding me? Thank you. I don't want to take a photo, no. There we go. Right. I don't want to take a photo. Man.
Tricky little fella, eh? If at first you don't succeed and all that, you'll get the next one.
Right, let's take a trip up. Hopefully she doesn't keep talking. We haven't unlocked this one yet. We need to unlock this. If you unlock these, you can travel around the map super quick. Because on the map, you can see like there's different outposts and different areas to go to. You can fast travel to them. So every time you see one of these bases, you need to unlock it by claiming it. Let's carry on. Under a kilometre to go. Good chance to explore the map anyway. Super noisy actually. I'm actually going to turn the vehicle down a bit. It's extremely loud.
Feels like only yesterday Josh dropped you off. You've gotten the hang of the place awfully quick, I must say.
I think that is the only distraction which you get sometimes, is the constant sound from someone narrating to you. Yeah, don't drive through the trees. It's not PUBG, you can't drive through them. Like I said, this is just a brief look at this new map. I haven't played this one yet. So for me it's more of an explore than anything else. And then we'll start the videos coming out next week, hopefully.
Oh, what a mess. If I'd known this was going to happen, I never would have agreed to it. This isn't even the worst of it. Right, let's take it one by one. Just bundle them into crates and I'll get someone to swing by later and transport them out of the reserve. Quite the medieval fair.
No,
Looks
why
more
does
than
it
a
keep...
bit incongruous out here if you ask me.
It keeps wanting to take a
Are those
photo.
real oranges? Good enough to eat, eh?
Oh, have we done it? No, not yet.
I hope they didn't have an actual fire in that thing. Imagine if some silly townie kid had wandered over here and decided it would be a good idea. That's the last of them. What's that note? Props list. Foam statue of haughty elf standing prow, 9 foam warriors, 8 golden goblets, 3 green screens. This reads like a Christmas carol. See any of those? Bit dodgy. Townies must have been up here. Well, even though this isn't our mess to clean up, I should probably ask around and see if anyone knows what's happened to the missing props. The last thing we need is to get blamed for this. Maybe they did a very selective sweep. I'll see if anyone has a bigwig's numbers. Thanks for your help, Ihor. Let's move on.
Right, let me carry on exploring now, please. Right, let's have a look.
Before you get off and film your hunts, first we've got to set the scene, so to speak. The marketing team's looking for some photos for the reserve website, something to give people a taste of what this place has to offer. Now that we've dealt with that bloody mess, you think you could head over to Lake Wakaiti and snap a few shots for us?
No.
There's a willow tree there growing right out of the water that all the influencers or whatever they call themselves go bonkers for. It does make for a good photo op, I'll give it that.
Right, so where exactly you wanted me to go? Lake Wakataki? I really have no clue. I guess we're going to have to accept this challenge. This is more of an explore. I mean, if you see the left of the reserve up here, I wanted to come up here to the mountains and have a good view over the park, but I guess we'll just follow our instructions for a minute. Just for a minute. Reach Lake Wakataki. Right, have we got a destination in mind here? We have 758 meters. Okay.
This is one of the hunting spots my mentor used to take me out to. Bound to be something worth stalking in the area.
Let's see, it's right. Okay, right at the lake.
If you're wondering why there's no one around, it's because the reserve is officially closed to visitors for the foreseeable future. And definitely conducting emergency field research, we said. If that's what it takes to get the day trippers to clear out for a hot minute, so be it. Don't fall in now. Wouldn't be the first time that's happened to you. I swear I haven't seen this place so deserted in about 10 years. Ah, it's lovely, actually. Even if I can only experience it through you.
Okay, they want a
We
photo.
used to camp out here when I was little.
We'll go for the
tramp
rule
over
of
from the other
thirds,
side.
getting the mountain in.
Me and a gaggle of other kids carrying
Me and
backpacks bigger
photography
than
go
our
back
whole
a long
bodies.
way. I should really open up my
Not much
playlist
of that
on
lifestyle
YouTube
live these days.
because
I miss it sometimes.
I used to do landscape photography videos going back. Okay, I think
That'll do. It's looking well.
here we go.
We had some hoon try to
Mountain
saw
on
off
one
one of the
bird,
branches a few weeks ago.
3 on the
Can
other.
you believe? But luckily someone managed to talk him out of it. Sometimes wedding parties will have the brides come up and sit on it, wade right into the water and soak those dear dresses. That tree is 80 years old. Started off as a stray branch nailed to a fence. It's a tribute to tenacity, if you ask me.
Okay, can I turn her off? I need to turn her
Right.
off.
Now for our next
She's
destination.
actually
Head
started.
down to the shoreline.
None of the
There's
other
a set of
safari
huge boulders
areas
there
or
that have to
national
be seen
parks
to be believed.
have this much
I
narration.
know what you're thinking. She's showing me some rocks. But trust me on this one.
This is like too much narration, and you really don't get this on other.
Our beaches are buzzing with natural activity.
Wow.
At least they used to be.
please, Be quiet.
You get more and more rubbish washed up all over the place lately. You know, bits of plastic pallets, runoff from factories further north. I swear I've seen tin cans with Australian brand names. We do our best, but we can't always prevent the poor critters ending up with junk in their bellies.
I swear there isn't this much
Anyway, that's the
narration in
situation.
any of the other parks.
I'll get back to you when you arrive. Just gonna head off for a minute and make some tea.
I'm guessing because this is a DLC map, because this is one of the maps that I had to pay to buy, they put a lot more effort into giving you challenges and something to do when you get in it. Make it feel like it's worthy of having the cost. But I mean, I'd pay for it anyway, because it's like £5.19 UK money by the DLC maps each. And for the size of the reserves and the time you can spend on them in-game, it's more than worth it, right? You don't need to have extra gimmicks like certain challenges where you're not actually hunting. It's a long way off. Another kilometre and a half to go yet.
You know what a track is? Evidence you're not alone out there. Humbling, eh?
You've already said that once. Thank you though for reminding me. Let's get back on the road. A bit smoother travelling. We've only actually managed to shoot at one animal so far. But this was just about exploring this new national park rather than actually getting into the game. Okay, we're going to have to go off-road. Oops. We're travelling along the beach. It's a pretty sweet little lake, right? Now imagine if they made a battle royale with this. With a map like this, it would be amazing. I know DayZ is very similar. In fact, I am going to be running DayZ at some point next month.
That's better. Nothing like a good old Kiwi herbal blend to sort the head out.
Okay, we're nearly here.
Oh, well, look at this. Couldn't help themselves, could they? One last hurrah before we shut the place down. Okay, that looks manageable. This really can't wait, mate. There's a little blue penguin population nesting not far from here, and they'll gladly take this for food. Let's clean this up and take the photo. Then we can talk hunting again.
Like what photo? What photo do you need? I don't know what photo
Well,
it
as you can imagine, being featured in a host of box office hits has done wonders for our profile with tourists. Problem is, a lot of the people who come are just here to take a few photos, dump a heap of rubbish, and then leave unceremoniously. So we end up with messes like this one. I'd like to say that we've become the victim of our own success, but that's letting me off the hook. Right, there should be a stand over on the other end of the beach with rubbish bags and a picker.
Are you kidding me? Are you absolutely kidding me? You're going to make me pick up trash?
We went to all the trouble of installing these, and they still couldn't be bothered.
You're literally... This is a hunting game, and you're asking me to pick up rubbish.
Looks like they had quite the little feast.
Hello. I had game. I'm trying to get my gun back out. There we go. Up beach, which we've done. There's more.
These kids would have nightmares if you showed them some of what I've seen out here. Birds with stomachs so full of plastic they can't eat. You can leave them over by the stand. South Island University. I knew it. Way too many people around here who have never respected this place. That's a perfectly usable tent. No sense wasting it. Anyway, I've had enough of this. And we need to ensure that we're attracting the right kinds of tourists, not just day trippers from Christchurch out on their school holidays. It's okay for people to come here and leave no trace, but it'd be better if we could rely on them to help us with our conservation goals. So hunters seem like the natural target audience. Our deer and goat populations need constant culling. And you better believe I've more faith in people who love the wilderness to respect the place than kids up to no good. At the risk of sounding like an old fusspot. Speaking of,
Oh my
let's
god.
do what we came to do and grab that photo.
This is actually too much. The narration on this is just way too much. It's actually... Yeah, it's too much. You want me to take a photo of a rock? Okay,
Lovely use of lighting. I may have to hire you to help out on my next book project, if I ever finish the current one. There's a lot of theories about where these boulders came from. Volcanic activity, lightning, even aliens. I've heard them all over the years. The boffins will tell you they were formed over 60 million years ago on the sea floor, like pearls. But that's not the whole story. When people first arrived in New Zealand, they took their staple crop with them, kumara, otherwise known as sweet potato.
I may have to actually turn the narration off.
Unfortunately for them, the weather in this part of the country isn't exactly conducive to growing much, and the tubers withered and died. So they sent word to the Polynesian homeland, and a canoe set sail with a hardier crop. But it was caught in an intense storm just off the east coast. Each wave that struck it was so large that it made a new hill. Those are the ones you'll see further inland, and all of the cargo went overboard. And that's what these boulders are. Petrified kumara, eel baskets, calabashes. The canoe itself formed the reef further up. Moral of the story? Things have long shelf lives. A lesson I wish someone had taught those kids. Right, feeling warmed up? Good. It's time for you to show me what you can do.
Wow. Does that mean, please, you're going to be quiet now? That'd be great, thank you.
Camera on?
Oh my god.
Then you should have everything you need. I got Josh to set it up. He told me to tell you that it's state-of-the-art, equipped with Wi-Fi, so any footage you grab is automatically uploaded to our server. I'm not entirely sure what that means, but I guess I'll be able to see it on here. No pressure then. There's good hunting in the whole of this area.
Please.
From up around where you cleared out the props earlier to closer to the beach.
Enough now.
Take your pick. But just one thing. We want it to show up nice on camera, so no minnows. Try for something at least 30 kg. The larger the better. Should be no problem for a hotshot like you. No word back from our friends in Hollywood regarding the props, by the way.
Enough narration.
My guess is that some townie
How
thought it'd be a hoot to grab them for their crap.
In it? I can't
but I'm
even
not
think.
keen on the idea of someone wandering around when we're supposed to be closed to visitors.
I cannot even think about the game with all this talking.
Anyway, nothing you need to worry about right now. Just focus on those killer shots.
Is she done? Is she actually done now? Wow, that was super irritating. Honestly, it was. Right, I think we're driving for a little while. See if we can see some tracks, and then we'll have a track. We do need to unlock, okay, tree. We do need to unlock local lore. So any posts or rock stone piles like this with question marks on, you kind of need to unlock them.
I wonder if these are the most studied rocks in the whole world.
Oh, we got to listen to her again.
Gotta be up there with Uluru and Balanced Rock.
Okay. Thank you. What have you done to me? Thank you. Right, okay, guys, let's have a look for the trail. So, I actually feel worn out listening to her. I might actually send Debs a message about that. That is just too much. You know, you want to get on with the game, have a little explore, and she's constant yappering in your ears. It's a little bit annoying. Fresh feral pig. Okay, so there's different levels of what's there. So light blue is it's recently passed through. Now, fresh feral pig droppings will be it's within the last few minutes. It's either very fresh, which is within the last minute, just now, which is in the last 30 seconds, or like that was. And the reality of the game is it takes a long time to track. You'll see the pig's trotting, so it's not walking, it's not running, it's trotting. So the next stage will be a walk, which means we'll have to catch him up. So this could take 10 or 15 minutes just to catch this pig up. But I'd like to get at least one kill on before we end the stream. As this was just a brief look at the new map. I'd like to be able to get a shot across the valley on him, but I guess it depends if we can see him or not. And we need to be a bit more accurate with our shots. He's walking now, so we shouldn't be too far from finding him. Hopefully. As long as we can keep our noise in the white and not in the red, we may be okay. Depends how far he's gone. I think he's probably going to be over the next hill. If we run, we'll spook him, so unfortunately we can't run. The only time I really run on this game is if I've wounded one, properly wounded one, like a major organ hit, just to try and catch it up before it dies. That's only if I haven't got my bloodhound with me, in which case I'll let the dog chase. Now, which set of tracks is it? That's the question. Now he's running, so he's heard me. That's a shame. It could be a little way off. Okay, I think we'll have a little jog in. When this goes back to a trot, we'll slow down a little bit. Crash. So, not recent, that's for sure. There's a lot of pigs here. I think there's like 4. What the marker says on the top right. Still running. Still running. Let's reach some. The herd of buffalo in Africa is insane. It really does sound like a freight train when it's in the distance. And I chased it down a couple of days ago, and there was literally probably 100 buffalo in the herd. And I think I hit 4 or 5 of them, but I didn't hit any major shots. Old droppings. Like no major arteries, it was just bleeds. And because there was so many buffalo, I couldn't follow the exact tracks, so I couldn't get the bodies, I couldn't claim them. Unfortunately. The light blue's the freshest tracks, which are over there. They're the one I want to follow. Old droppings. Now he's trotting, so he's finished running, back to a trot. He should go to a walk next. And then we should be able to catch him up. Back running again. Don't see any light blue now, unfortunately. There you go, there's a bit of blue to the right. But yeah, you can see why it takes so long to edit these videos. It's a lot of work just to go in for the kill. Obviously, I'll edit that down to be a minute or so, rather than the 10 or 15 minutes IRL, which it would take to actually do it. Yeah, I think I'm on like 290 gig of data so far, and that's for 3 episodes. It's ridiculous. We're not peaking red, so we're okay to carry on for the minute. These tracks are a long. I can see how far away they are. We may not be able to get this kill, guys. And if we do see them, we're going to have to get so right on shot. Or we're going to be chasing someone with a light flesh wind, which could end up in kilometers and kilometers of chasing. I said yesterday, the lion was 2 hours tracking. And in the end, just a silly noise got him. If you look bottom right, you'll see a compass with a green arrow pointing left. Now, the green arrow is indicating which direction my scent is going. That's the hunter. So because it's going away from them, I can keep going. If it ended up going forwards, it probably wouldn't be worth continuing. There was a bit of a valley up ahead. Hoping there might be some ferals there. Just trying to keep the noise down here a little bit. All dropping. Would be nice to get eyes on, but I don't really see them at all. And the rain starts again, great. Pull out. That is a pig. Alright guys, let's see if we can get the shot on. I'll wait for my heart rate to stop now. Bottom right. Oh, I missed it. My breath went. I'm pretty sure we got a first shot on target, right? Pretty sure it was on target. Might be wrong. Oh, that last shot, it went so high. If you don't watch your breath properly, it won't go on target. Yes, we got him. No organs hit just now. Oh, man. I thought it was a headshot. I genuinely actually thought it was a headshot. Which track to follow, though? That's the question. Right, still more blood. And more blood. We're just going to have to hope we can chase him down. He doesn't get poached by another animal. More blood. This fog is not going to help matters. More blood. Oh, don't run out of reserve, mate. I've lost the blood. Right, there it is. Which one is it, though? There they are, on the beach. There's actually deer there as well. Mating call from a fallow deer. I might go prone and try and take this shot. It's a really long shot, guys. Right, we have to try and find the blood now. I'm not seeing any blood. This is the only problem. When it's a large herd of pigs, it's actually trying to see the blood. We could have missed the body. He might already have dropped. I don't think he did, but... Ah, hold on. Bleed rate very low. Okay. We have got some blood back. There's blood. Very fresh. Oh, they're all there, look. I don't know which one's bleeding though. I can't hold my breath enough. No, I missed him. Okay. We're just going to end up chasing these guys around the lake, I think. Down to 3 bullets. They normally drop dead after 1.5 kilometers to 2 kilometers from bleeding. But I guess it just depends how bad the shot was. I mean, all of the shots have been quite long. They haven't been short ones. And we haven't come across a body yet either. Oh, we've still got blood. They're back on the beach again. Look, cheeky little swines. Such a long shot. I don't know if there's any bullet drop. Not at that range. Two bullets, not good. Right, when we get back to the outpost, we'll did I just miss something? Have we got any bullets in our inventory? I think we'll check. They've stopped again, so quite happy to inventory. Ammo. Polymers. We've only got 2 of each. Okay, we'll put the polymers in here. Definitely no dead pig here. He is still bleeding out. Are you kidding me, dude? I could have actually taken that shot if my sight had been on. And he's dropped. Nice. That was definitely a major organ hit. The pig's still bleeding. So we still need to chase the pig down that we shot. And we've got, I say we've got 1 bullet. We've got 3 bullets left because we've got the 2 other soft tips. But we just put a polymer on for this. I should have put polymers on earlier, really. Okay, let's check this out. Get this kill out.
Not to worry. We'll fix that one up in the editing process. A lot of people around here think that hunting's heyday peaked in the 70s and 80s.
Look at that shot straight in
Back when
the
you'd get scores
spinal
of daredevils out in helicopters gunning down deer 3 at a time.
We'll take that shot.
That's not the done thing
straight
anymore,
in the spinal cord.
for a
We
whole
will take
host of
that.
reasons. But these days we need hunters more than ever. And I'm glad I have you on board to help us show the world that.
So quite a big deer. It's 98
You've got
meters.
a fan here, whore. Josh gave me a hand posting some footage from your hunt to the reserve chat group, and it caught the eye of our resident sharpshooter, Melanie Murphy. Melanie's the one who taught me to hunt. She's retired now, but back in the day she worked out on those helicopters with the best, or worst of them. Tough as nails and with a sharp tongue to boot. We had a bit of a falling out 25 years ago. One of the choppers came down with us in it. That's how I injured my leg. I won't go into it, but we should never have taken off that day, and Melanie knew it. Well,
I've
these
lost
days
the
we're
pigs.
cordial to each other, but not much else.
I've lost the pigs.
Anyway, my mum always told me to let bygones be bygones and all that. Melanie's a better hunter than I'll ever be, advanced age notwithstanding. So I'll do my best to pass on whatever I've learnt from her gratis. You're welcome. Right, back on track. Sorry to ask again, but I need you to do me a favour.
Here we go again.
No, it's not more cleaning up, don't worry. Head to the outpost I've marked on your hunter mate and I'll explain on the way.
Please don't. Honestly, please don't explain. I've got 1 bullet here, and I want to make it count on another kill. I've lost the pig's trail. Going for that deer screwed me. Okay, I guess we're going to have to accept our challenge. We need to buy ammo anyway. Reach the outpost. Okay. Right, where on the map is it? Oh, that's a long way off. How the hell am I going to reach that? Can I quick travel there? I can't quick travel there. Are you kidding me? Where's the nearest lodge that I can quick travel to? I mean, that's all the way back there. Okay, I think we're going to have to go back to the lodge and get an ATV. We're going to fast travel there. It's just too far to go on foot. That will literally take me 25 minutes probably in real time just to get there. Come on foot. Nice. Let's get some ammo actually while we're here. I want some polymer tips. Rifle ammo. We want 223 polymer tips. Buy. Want 30. There we go. Thank you. So we now need to go in inventory. No, is it not inventory? Mission log. Codex. Answer. No. Oh Christ, guys, I'm getting a bit lost here. Where's my storage? Wait, hold on. I may have to retrieve my backpack. $10,000. Okay, we just bought it. Storage, right? Okay, let's Right, we've moved over all our ammo. Take the soft points away. That gives us 71. Nice. Right, let's reload. Alright guys, we're going to complete this mission, then I'm going to call it a day. I don't know how long we've been on for, but this was only an introduction to this new map. That's all it was. Doesn't actually tell me how long we've been on for. How long have we been on? Normally gives me an indication. Okay, no indication, that's fine. Right, let's get to this location. So I guess we've got to go over the bridge. This is going to be a bit of a trek. Definitely needs to go on the road. Yeah. Keep going. Like a bit of my ATV fell off there.
You know what a track is? Evidence you're not alone out there. Humbling, eh? I grew up here, just west of the mountain range. We were a small community of outsiders living in sync with nature. No running water and only whatever electricity our generator could provide. People from down in the local town used to call it a hippie commune, and I've never liked the term. It was about sustainable living first and foremost. We weren't just there to not shower and sing Kumbaya all day. So when I say the place is part of me, I mean it. Mum's family can trace their lineage here to the 14th century, and we've accumulated a lot of stories over the years. Some of those are about an animal that holds a special place in my heart. Pākehā, I mean European settlers, released moose here about 100 years ago, and there haven't been any confirmed sightings since the 1950s. But I swear to you, I saw one when I was little, staring straight at me out of a hazy morning mist. Ever since then,
Okay,
I've been
strange.
determined to prove that they're still
Thank
here.
God for that. Well, at least it means that we
Head
can
into the
travel now.
outpost. There shall be a battery pack on the table. Even written a book about it.
So we've
Or
now
I'm
unlocked
writing a book
all of
about
this
it, I
area
should say.
as well.
I can't give it the conclusion it deserves yet. I don't hold out much hope anymore. But I've got a few trail cameras scattered here and there. Usually just throw up deer herds and the occasional teenager behaving badly. But they're pretty low maintenance. One of them got knocked over and the battery's completely munted. So I'd like you to switch it out if that's not too much trouble. It's
It
on
is
the way to our
actually.
next filming destination. I'd been meaning to get out there for ages, but then my
Okay,
legs started acting
12:35.
up again. Nice to have the help.
Right, where is our next destination then? 1.2k away. This lady has us running around a lot. Super frustrating. I've never had this on any of the other maps at all. I mean, maybe it is, like I said at the beginning, just because it's the DLC map, they feel like they have to include more content to make it worthy, but honestly, just let me play the map. I'll hunt. Because all we're doing at the moment is scaring off wildlife.
The camera turned toward the river. Just a little further up there. Cheers. That should keep it going for another few years. Can you check
Cool.
the other cameras while you're here?
Are you joking?
Might give you some stalking suggestions, if nothing else.
Okay, I'm driving. I'm driving. Yeah, I presume this is just because it's DLC content. But there's so much here that they're asking me to do.
Now when something shows up on these, 9 times out of 10 it's a stray deer.
Okay, just a deer. I guess that's good content, as in it's going to allow me to know the deer walking here at least, but only one photo kind of doesn't really fill me with joy.
Between these little fellas and that props
Turkeys.
list, Christmas has come early this year.
Okay. Alright, turkeys would be cool. We haven't shot a turkey yet. Good to know. Alright, what's on this one?
There's our missing props. But who? I don't honestly mind someone getting some use out of them as long as we're not deemed responsible, but that's a big bloody truck. There's no driving of anything larger than an ATV permitted in the reserve. Don't see any tracks, do you? Must have been a few days ago at the earliest. License plate's pretty clear at least. I'll do some detective work and let you know.
Okay.
I don't suppose you packed any swing togs, eh? Well, not to worry. Getting to our next destination involves a bit of spelunking.
Really?
But a flashlight and some waterproof
Guys,
boots
I
should be all
think
you
I'll
need.
leave it there. This was
Head to the
just
cave I
about...
marked on your hunter, mate. Unless you'd rather climb over those mountains. No? Didn't think so.
This was just about checking out the new map for me. I'm going to have to, obviously, when I record, I'm not recording any of this for this map yet. I've been recording South Africa, I've been recording America, North America, and I haven't done any of this yet. But I know now, coming into this, I'm going to have to turn off the narration because it's too much and it's overpowering for the game. But you did not get that on any others. Like I said, the other ones are the base games, which come with it. But this is a lot of narration, and it's probably a little bit too much. But anyway, guys, listen, that's a brief introduction to the Hunter Call of the Wild. We've got a couple of kills there on camera for you. And I guess I will see you next time round on the playlist. I'll try and get the first episode uploaded next Sunday. We've got the third boss fight coming out Wednesday, and then probably Saturday we'll have the finale of Season 1 of Stranded Deep. And this will be starting the following week, as well as Season 2 of Stranded Deep, which I might actually live stream the whole season of that. I haven't made my mind up, but it's a lot of fun and it's a lot more interactive. But anyway, I'll catch you guys